welcome back to my 2026 reading journal setup. As I said in the previous part, if you watched it, if you didn't, you go check it out. This part will be all about challenges and the book clubs that I joined. So I'm starting off with one of the first challenges I decided to do this year because I very much cut a lot of them down. This first one is the Jurassic Reading Challenge, and it was from Candlewick Library here on YouTube. I saw the post, immediately clicked it, and was like, hell yeah, dinosaurs, I'm with that. I'm very much overdue for a read of Jurassic Park. I've only read it once. I feel like that's not enough. It's so different from the movies, and honestly, it's one of those, the book might be a little bit better, but both of them give me the same, like, dino magic feel of my youth, pretty much. Because, you know, everybody's had a dinosaur phase. Even if you say you didn't, you kind of did. It's okay. It's just accept. Everybody did. So, there's 12 prompts. January's T-Rex, which is like a favorite. February, Triceratops, part of a trilogy. March, Stegosaurus' family, which is the only one I currently had a book in place for. There's a reason for that. It's a stupid mini book cutout reason, but I still am. I've had the book on my physical TBR for a long time, so it's okay. And it's Cemetery Boys, so it's fine. April was Brachiosaurus or Brontosaurus for Mistaken Identity, which I'm not gonna lie, I saw this prompt and I laughed because I thought they were like the same dinosaur for like most of childhood. I thought they were the same thing. May is Natural Disasters, which I read Eruption last year. I have thoughts about Eruption, but Eruption probably would have been perfect for this prompt. June is Spinosaurus for water. July is Pachycephalosaurus for a stubborn character, which that's gonna be fun. August is Pteranodon for air travel. September is Plesiosaurus for mythical creature. October, Velociraptor for heist thief. November is Dinosaur overall, and it's Dinosaurs, our Michael Crichton novel, which, you know, I kind of have grown to love Michael Crichton's novels after reading, I've read 4 so far, and I'm excited for my next one, which I think, if it's not Jurassic Park, it will probably be something equally paleontology, maybe. I don't know. It's gonna be something. And December is Parasaurolophus, my favorite dinosaur, which is music. And honestly, I think this is going to be my favorite challenge of the year, specifically for the prompts alone. So, I hope you enjoy the setup and the coloring. favorite challenge setup in this entire book because it's a challenge I wanted to give myself this year. And it is my Onlyoneof reading challenge. Onlyoneof is my favorite K-pop group. I could yap about them for a good long while and just continue to find things I love about them. And they're in a pretty odd place right now, but they have a subunit that's going to be putting out an album soon, and I'm super excited because it's the return of Jisung, or well, the former leader of the group, who I just am so happy to see active again. So they've been my favorite K-pop group since they put out a song of Ice and Fire, because that's when I found them, and I went through their TikTok and Instagram, and I just like the vibes. Oh my god, I got to see them in concert in 2023, and I was so happy. Like, I cried. It wasn't even a sad song. I was just crying because I got to see them in person. But the overall theme of the spread was based on one of their music videos in particular, Sage. It's a really amazing song with a lot of like just symbolism and themes of religious guilt, sexuality crisis, things like that. I love Onlyoneof's discography so much. Except for like 2 songs. But it's not, it's me. It's me. Because everybody has their hang-ups. Mine is just like, they just don't seem to fit with the rest of the songs. And yes, if you know Onlyoneof, it's definitely like Time Leap and one other that I won't say. But I still do love them. I just don't think they fit what the group pushed themselves into later. But we have 12 main prompts and then 7 bonus prompts. So the main prompts are based on all their title tracks. From Time Leap, which is time travel romance, and then Savannah, discovery of a temptation of any kind. Dora Maar, obsession with a muse. It doesn't have to be an artist obsessed with a muse, but I know that's probably like a lot of the obsession with a muse. Angel, for society expectation versus personal wants. Sage, seeking salvation. A Song of Ice and Fire, about a toxic relationship. Libido, giving into a primal urge. Doesn't have to be sexual. It could be like a werewolf finally shifting after, rejecting its inner wolf for so long. There's a lot of those, probably. Skins, about embracing one's true self. This could be finally embracing themselves. Gender-wise, it could be about embracing the truth that, hey, I'm a killer. There's a lot of dark romances out there that are exactly that. And anything about embracing your true self and what you really want to be. Chrome Arts, about overcoming a hardship of some kind. Zudiona, about unfaithful love. Dopamine, about addiction. Doesn't have to be drugs. Any kind of addiction will work. Stay is about longing, because we are longing for a full group comeback. I will take anything they give me, though. I will, because I love them so much. Then we have 7 bonus prompts, and 6 of these are based on the B music video series that they did, where each member got their own solo. So Yoojung, one of the main dancers, has Begin. His was the first song to come out in the series, and begins starting over anew, pretty much. And then we have KB's song, Be Free, which I love the running joke that he got the best song of the bunch because he wrote it for himself. And it's about finding authentic joy. Be Mine, which is Junji's solo, is about coming out, figure out one's sexuality. And I know there's a lot of books that could go well with that prompt. Because is Rie's solo, and it's Destined Prophesized Love. So that can be soulmates if you want, or any kind of romantasy type prophecy sort of book. Beat is Mill's solo song, and it could be about a battle, whether that's internal or external with a literal battle. It could be either one. And then finally, Nye, he's solo song Beyond, a story about a first love. There's a few YA books that I think I'm going to choose from for this prompt, but I just think it's so sweet to have like a first love book for this challenge. And finally, the 7th song I chose for the bonus prompts is Only One of Me, and it is a personal favorite book, is what you would read for that prompt. I do have this challenge up on Storygraph if you are interested in joining it, or if you want to yap to me about Onlyoneof, I will gladly talk to you about Onlyoneof. I love them so much. any chance I get, I will take. Believe me. So for this layout, I just knew I wanted black, white, red, gold. The pages are already black, so I was mostly dealing with the white, gold, and red. And thankfully, paint pens came in clutch for this. But also, the MVP probably is the gold watercolor paint that I had for this, because I did not know it would pop so hard on this paper, but it did, and I absolutely loved it. And in the end, you're gonna see that a lot of what I'm doing on the Dutch doors probably did not matter in the end, because it kind of gets covered up a little bit. But that's okay. I was still happy with the end result. The words lettering that's on these Dutch doors comes from the song Sage. I really love that song so much. Please go watch the music video. Just go listen just a little bit to Onlyoneof if you don't know. Just a little bit. But the washi tape I use that you'll probably see later, I don't believe it is available anymore. I got it from a Kickstarter like 6 years ago at this point. And I love it. It fit, and I still had some, so I used it, but I don't think it's available in the shop anymore. I'm so sorry, but please enjoy the rest of the setup. Joking, I came back. I was joking. Okay, so I am going over the lettering for the Dutch doors in this, but I really, really wanted to kind of pop back in to talk about this part. So this is the illustration I was talking about. So there's a part in the Sage music video that has these like floating heads with crosses in the middle, and it gives a major false idol like imagery, and I was like, ugh, the aesthetics of this group, it is insane. But the vision I had for this really just kind of popped off once I got those heads on here. I had to do quite a bit of trimming around it to get this to fit exactly the way I wanted it to, but it came out actually probably way better than I hoped for. The sticker in the middle of all of the members during Sage era, which Love was still a part of the group then. He left right after Instinct Part 1, which, sad. He was my bias at first, and then he left, but it's okay. He's back now. It's okay. And I think it's probably one of my favorite parts. It's just like the head for the Dutch doors, and then this sticker of all the members in their red suits with their red veils, Mill's red hair for this era, everything just so iconic and eye-catching and just fits the vibe so perfectly. And this washi tape, once again, I do not believe it's available because I did get it from a Kickstarter a long time ago. I did check the artist's Etsy shop and I could not find it, but I will still link the artist in the bio for it for you. But we are moving on from Onlyoneof to my TBR-a-thon spread, which is the first year I'm doing it, and I decided to do the Lost in the Library as well as the Map of Stories little challenges. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I blanked for a second. But for Map of Stories, just I had little books printed out for it, but I took up 3 of them because I realized they wouldn't fit perfectly, and I did end up changing them. But for the most part, everything stayed the same. So I started with the Map of Stories because I knew after seeing it, I kind of wanted to tweak it a bit to fit my journal idea. So I took a lot of inspiration from the Cyberpunk 2077 in-game map for it. So luckily I had gel pens and colors that would work with me for this. So essentially the same map that is used for the challenge, just kind of made to look sort of like a city all together with just different areas around. And I actually really like how it ends up turning out after I put down all of the gel pen. It's really, really pretty, and I'm so happy again with my choice to try to draw a lot more in this journal instead of finding images on Pinterest and printing them out on sticker paper, which is a lot of what I did previously. And for Lost in the Library, I went full on roll a d20, and what you land on is the kind of book you're gonna get. So I already rolled for 4 books this year, and I won't reveal them. I'll let you know when we get to that month what I did get. But I just think it's a fun way to have just kind of like a continuous challenge that doesn't have a whole lot of pressure on you to have something completed by the end of the year. You could pretty much keep playing till you want to stop, which I loved about the Lost in the Library. But back over at Map of Stories, I decided I wasn't going to do multiple books for each prompt. I just tried to find one book to fit all three and work with it. And I think that will suit me a lot better for this year. And I hope that you enjoy my scribbling. This is technically the 5th challenge, and it is the Romanceopoly 2026 challenge. This is my 2nd year doing Romanceopoly. Last year it was a game board. This year it is a university theme. And I am cutting down what I'm doing for this. Last year I was scrambling and put so much pressure on myself. And you're gonna see me struggle with this setup, trust me. And I did a lot of corrections off screen, but when I do the final flip through, you'll see probably a lot better what I did. But essentially, I'm only doing for this year the core curriculum, which are 5 prompts that everybody does, and then you had to pick a major and a minor for this particular challenge. And so I will major in paranormal studies because most of the romance novels I do read would be considered paranormal romance. And then I'd minor in fantasy theory because a close second probably would be romantasy, but not like super big ones. But I figured I could branch out, try to read some of these popular ones, maybe. And then we have clubs, of which I chose to do 3. Mostly because I think I have a little too much faith in myself. And remember, I said I take on too much. I meant that. I did. And finally, the extracurriculars, which we could choose any 5 prompts from across the game board that don't have to do with our major and minor. So altogether, so 5 core curricular, 5 major, 5 minor, that's 15. And then there's 4 prompts each for each club. And then 5 extracurriculars. So 5, 10, 15, 20 total. And then 20, 29, 30, 30, 32 prompts altogether. That sounds like a lot, not gonna lie, but I think in a year I probably could get this done. And like, since I don't limit to just like books, novel and stuff, also really fine with novellas, manga, comics, graphic novels and stuff, that I think I can actually fill this out pretty quick. And I don't mind doubling up on prompts from other challenges to suit this challenge as well. But I think 32 is pretty doable for me, for this at least, especially if I get super into a romance novel, because I usually will eat them up. Next up, we have my Attack of the Killer Book Club spread, which is the first book club that I joined for this year, and they do horror movies, a horror book along with a horror movie, and the themes usually will match up, and I'm so excited for this. We've already got our first book and movie prompt, which the book is Seasick. Oh my gosh, I cannot remember the author's name right now. And then the movie is Ghost Ship. And oh my god, Ghost Ship is like a really good background horror movie for me. Because I'll watch like the first 10 minutes and then there's like a few scenes later on in the movie that I will look at and I'll just be absorbed into it. And then the rest is just like, man, it's okay. But I you know what, I own it. It's fine. I still like the movie. It's definitely a sea horror, which is what January was all about. And this is one of the simplest spreads, and you know what, I am happy with that simplicity because I really like this color combination of the green, darker blue green, yellow, and white. It kind of works. Might add some stickers later to make it a little fancy, but for now I think she is doing good. And I'll see you back with my next spread, which will be the buzzword, which you'll probably see more drawing first than talking. buzzword cover and title page. On the side, you can probably see my other book club page, which I have lost the recording for. I'm so sorry. It's for the branching out challenge, which I will show when I do the flip through. But for now, I am doing the cover and title challenge this year again. Last year I did them both and I successfully finished. I'm proud of myself for that. And this year I hope to do the same. I really like the prompts for this year. I think it'll be a lot of fun trying to find books that fit them. But I really wanted to do sort of at least one robot, and I got a robot in for the Buzzwordathon. It took a lot of line work, but line work is my favorite part of any kind of drawing, so I'm not upset. And I already have 2 pre-planned picks for this, mostly because I hear everybody talking about the Autumn Springs Retirement Home Massacre, and I definitely want to read it this year, and it fits the silhouette theme for cover, so I'm gonna do it. I really hope you enjoyed this setup and me talking your ear off, and I hope you stick around for more this year and for me just enjoying books, art, life. Thanks for watching.